everyone. This is the great Roberto coming at you live action. Alright, this is a trip report, boys and girls. I'm still feeling the effects of this trip. I took them at noon exactly, 12:01, and it's 4:34 right now, so I'm still feeling the effects of the trip. But now this is, I gotta tell you, the truth is starting to fucking be revealed to me. It doesn't matter how much you take anymore. My trips are getting wilder and crazier every fucking time I take mushrooms. And it doesn't matter the gram dosage anymore. Because this time I took just under 3 grams. I was wrapping up a supply that I had. And so it just ended up being like 2.8 something grams. And nothing in there that would, no monsters, no trees that I had to chop down with an axe, nothing like that. I mean, a modest looking pile of mushrooms. I mean, nothing, it was the end of a batch, so you can only imagine that it wasn't the most attractive pile of mushrooms. Like, it was the dregs, some of the dregs of the shit I didn't want to eat, like that. A couple of decent pieces, but not the prettiest. So I, grind them up again and take them, but it's reaching the point where it doesn't matter what the gram weight is. It's like 2 grams might as well be 100 the way the trips have been going, because it's showing me infinity. The depth of infinity is like beyond. It's like saying to you that everything that you want to conceive with your mind is, and it can be, and it will be. And so the mushrooms are basically saying, or they said to me this time, okay, how far do you want to go? We can go as deep as you want to go. You say when. Really, and that's what it was doing. It was saying, how deep do you want to go? You just say when. You fucking tap out, and we'll fucking pull you back. And but it's just going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and to the point, okay, I tap out. It's like, okay, I had enough, but then, it never just lets you off that easy. It says, okay, well, we're going to keep you here for a little while. We're going to play with you a little bit, and we're going to have some fun with you, and we're going to show you some things, and and fucking, so, hold on, don't leave, so. But, I mean, talking like a trip, I used to call taking 2 or 3 grams, like, I have trip reports saying this, that, 2 and 3 gram trips are just light trips that don't mean shit. You might giggle a little bit and laugh, but dude, the last 2 trips I had were both in the area of the 3 gram range, and I'm talking, like, the trip before this one was a complete ego death experience, and leading up to it I was ripped apart. This time I kind of knew better, but see, the thing about it is, you think when you go into the trip, you think you're going to know how to handle it. You know what I mean? You say, okay, well, I know that all you have to do is let go, all you have to do is fucking relax, and you'll be fine, but it never fucking lets you, dictate how it's going to be. It always fucks with you a little. It does. It's like, okay, you think you're going to go into it like this, okay, we'll fucking play with you a little bit to show you how. I mean, yes, you are creating it, but we're going to play with you. We're going to fuck with you a little bit. And so the idea of going into it like you have it all wrapped up, like you know how things are going to play out, they show you that. They take your constructs and, I don't want to say turn them around against you, but they take your constructs and fucking warp them in a way that it's like, okay, this is the same thing you just fucking thought about, but how do you like this? I mean, how does it feel to you now? Like, it's like, okay, well, fuck, this is insane, It's like, fuck. But it's the same exact thought you had, exactly. There's nothing different. You created every bit of it. Right, and at one point I'm lying in my fucking bed, because this time I spent the first time. some of the key differences about this trip. One is my dog is here. My dog has an injured leg, so he's here today. As if it's my dog, but the dog who lives here with me. Okay. He has an injured leg. He's a big ass Saint Bernard, so he's here, and I wanted to interact with this differently this trip. I didn't, because the way I've been interacting with my trips in the past, the mushroom trips, is I'll be walking around, I'll be fucking moving around, but this time I went right into bed, with the exception of the upswing of the trip, from the time that I dosed them. As it started to rise and elevate, I went outside, because it's gorgeous here today. Beautiful day. Beautiful spring day. Gorgeous, beautiful, sunny, warm. A little breezy, but nothing extreme. So I'm chilling out in the yard while the trip's raising up. And I'm just, the warmth and the sun and all that glorious shit. The dog is out there with me and stuff. And then eventually I said, okay, it's time to go in, because I think it's getting a little crazy. So I go in and I go into bed, as if I was going to sleep. I take off my clothes and jump into bed. And it's like just the experience unfolded, like the tactile fucking sensation, gloriousness of it. And you close your eyes and it's like, okay, we're gonna go for a ride. We are gonna, and the mushroom is basically the analogy that I used before. Is okay, how far do you want to go? We're gonna just take you as far, tap out when we're gonna take you as far as we can. It's not even. It's like they said, we are gonna take you as far until you tap out. We're just gonna keep going until you tap out this time. And that's basically what I did. It's okay. I don't know if I want to fucking chill out now. This is beyond insane. And again, they played with you there too. It's sort of like in the martial arts, when you're working with joint locks, especially joint locks. But when you're working with joint locks, there's a point where you have to tap out, or your bone's going to break. It doesn't matter how tough you are. It doesn't matter how tough you are, because eventually you're either going to fucking tap out, or your bone is going to fucking break. You know what I mean? And that's like that. And so it reaches that point where, okay, it hurts so fucking bad, I have to tap out. And then, someone who's skilled in the martial arts will be able to keep you there at that tap out point. Maybe just going a little bit beyond, just a little playing with that tension just a little bit. And, so it's sort of like that. But again, I want to reiterate, it wasn't a bad trip. I'm not saying I had a bad trip. The truth of it is, bad trips are just something you create in your mind. Your mind, the dynamic between your mind and the mushrooms just show you that you are the creator of all. And I want to make up a point right now. Literally, you are God. Literally. I want to make this talk out there in the world about soulmates. We all know what a soulmate is, But there's actually a newer term, or at least a newer term that I've become aware of, called twin flames. And what the twin flame is, because soulmate's self-explanatory. Soulmate, but twin flame needs some unpacking to understand what it is. You can't just walk up to someone and say, twin flame, without unpacking it, because what does that mean? Twin flame, are you holding two matches together? What the fuck are you talking about? So you gotta unpack it a little bit. What twin flame means is a soul that is manifest in multiple bodies at once. Okay? So meaning, you and a woman, I'll use this in the case, you and me and a woman would be twin flames. We are the same soul having an experience in this life, and that we are the same fucking person. But even describing it is sort of hard to do, because the point that I'm trying to get at is that perspective is so limited and infantile. Because yes, it's exactly true. I mean, but every person that you fucking interact with is you. So there is no fucking separation, you know. But people use the term, you know, because they're usually attracted to someone sexually and they want them, and so it's romantic to use the term twin flame. Oh, it's so romantic. We're one. We're souls. We're fucking, yeah, but everybody else is. Even the people you don't like, everybody is you. You know, and that's what it shows you. It shows you that fucking, you know, everything in this life, every absolute manifestation is you. Everything. I'm talking everything. The table, the rock, the camera, the computer, every fucking thing is you, because it's a construct of your mind that you created, you know. Every bit of it, everything that's going on in this world is you. It's you. And you realize that it's like every person is you, every fucking animal, every soul, every fucking thing that you think is separate is you. It's your construct. You create every bit of it, every fucking... So you can understand why that would be, and why... Just imagine how lonely that would be when you realize that you are everything. This omnipotent fucking consciousness, how lonely that would be, knowing that's why it fractalizes. That's why it fractalizes like it does, because it's so fucking goddamn lonely, right, that it brings itself joy by being different, by creating beings that forget that and have to remember it, you know? That's basically what it is. I mean, so you're living your life blind as a fucking goddamn whatever, ignorant, whatever, but that brings the greatest such joy to this consciousness, because the joy of discovering that truth, that wait a minute, and then it goes full circle. So you illuminate, I know that I am creating everything here, in every aspect of it, good, bad, indifferent, you know, all the fucking death, all the insanity, all the fucking everything is just nothing more than consciousness experiencing itself for the sake of experiencing itself. It's like this feedback loop of consciousness. It's like insanity. You know, it is. And I remember at one point lying in my bed. I'm lying in my fucking bed looking out through my eyes at everything around me, and I'm saying to myself, I know that everything that I see and feel right now is an illusion, and I know I'm creating every bit of it. And it's like the understanding of that while I'm seeing it going on is just so absolutely insane that how do you, I mean, literally it comes a point when the ordinariness of life is the insanity of it, because it's like, I know that I'm lying in bed in a place that I lie every fucking night, and I know that I'm creating all of it, and I know it's just an illusion. I know all of this is just an illusion, every fucking bit of it. And there's no escape, because it was even showing me at a point where your dreams, the dreams that, I mean, I was seeing myself falling asleep and dreaming, and it's like, that's all of it. There is no escape from this consciousness. You can't unthink yourself. You can't unthink yourself. It's fucking impossible. So, because you try to. Because at one point I'm in there, I was like, okay, well, fucking can I unthink myself? And it's like, no, you can't. You can't do that. You fucking can't unthink yourself. You can try, but you can't. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's crazy, dude. It's like, in getting back to the thing about the twin flame and soulmates and shit, it's like all these lovers, these women that you love, and you know that. So the answer is yes. All these people, these women that you fucking interact with and love and you feel, the answer is yes. If you fucking feel them and they are your twin flame. If you think they are, they are. In a nutshell, but everything is. It's like a sort of myopically retarded way to look at it, but the answer is yes. Ultimately, it's yes. You know, the answer is yes, but it's sort of like a juvenile way, an infantile way to look at it. It's actually a neurotic viewpoint too. It's like, I mean, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I mean? It's sort of like but because because you know, it's one of those things that you just, I mean, and the thing is, you don't even have to be, it's almost like fucking interacting with fucking people in the real world is pleasurable and enjoyable, but it's almost unnecessary. It really is. It's almost unnecessary. It's beautiful because it is beautiful to touch and feel, and it ends up, and you appreciate the beauty and joy of it, but it's really almost unnecessary. It's almost like, because you create everything with your mind anyway, so you don't have to be with them. You can think about it. It's the same exact thing. And you end up seeing, at one point I was thinking about this, like, it was showing me that in the simplicity of it is so fucking beautiful. But it's like, this third dimensional reality and world is nothing more than your thoughts manifesting in this reality. It's just taking fucking, it's just this third dimensional world with everything that you touch and feel is just a creation that you create, and it's only real because you believe it's real, type of thing. It's real as it is as real can be, but everything is as real can be. Everything is. There is no fucking unreal. That's the fucking point. You know, there is, you know what I mean? Anything that you think is unreal, you can't imagine non-existence at all. I mean, you just can't, because it's impossible. I mean, I guess but it must be possible somehow to imagine non-existence, but then you go, and you start thinking about meditation, because I meditate on a daily basis every day, and you start thinking about meditation, it's like, oh my God, I mean, how the fuck could, because you're starting to think about nothing, and it's impossible to think about it. I mean, the complexity of life is so fucking amazing. And this is just off 2.8 grams. I mean, you would think I took fucking 20. You would think I took fucking 20 grams. The experience I'm having. Well, you know, even what they call the heroic dose of 5 or 6 or 7, you would think I took that. You would think that, but it's irrelevant. It is. It's fucking irrelevant. The trips I've been having, once you fucking go there, it's like, dude, what the fuck does that mean? Gram weight. What does that fucking mean? What are you trying to be stupid? It's like, what the fuck? That doesn't mean anything. Nothing to us. It's, you know, it's like you're trying to fucking confound us with ridiculous limitation constructs. Are you fucking insane? We are fucking ubiquitous. We are everything. We are everything. And you're trying to impose fucking rules on us? It's like, are you fucking insane? Get out. We'll show you. Fucking, you know, it really, that's what it's like. I'm like, oh my fucking sweet motherfucking God. Really, that's what it's like. So, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, so this is my trip report.